What is going on, everyone? Badger here. Should have like and sub, and let's get into this. Well, if you were still hoping that the Silent Hill 2 would avoid either the DEI tax and or the made for a mythical modern audience trope, I'm sorry, abandon all hope, ye who enter this modern gaming world. Yeah, no, confirmed. Being made for a modern audience, the one that doesn't exist, so it can be on the right side of history, and it won't be. Video game publisher Konami confirmed that developer Bloober team's Silent Hill 2 remake was intentionally designed for modern audiences. Heavy quotation marks. In the accompanying video, the game's lead producer name, I think the biggest change that we've had was actually how to make the game approachable for the newcomers who had not played the original, but at the same time to retain the familiarity of the game that players remember from 20 years ago. Creative designer said, "Our goal from the very beginning was to maintain the game's atmosphere while modernizing the gameplay to make it competitive in 2024. And by the way, because they reference other reasons of why, like you could see the modern audience we're talking about. That in that context, I have no problem when they're making it for a modern audience. If they're just talking about updating gameplay or like quality of life shit, 99% of the time when they say that, that ain't what they're talking about. Even if that's what she's talking about, just right here in this specific, that they are trying to modernize gameplay. But even that can be a slippery slope where you maybe take on some of the worst modern day gameplay elements. The Bloober team's senior narrative designer explained how the company changed the story. Get worried. In the remake, the story remains largely the same. Good. However, with the magic of modern technology, we are able to expand on some of its aspects. Senior combat designer added, the hardest was designing combat. We want to be as faithful as possible to the original game, but we also want players to feel satisfaction while playing. Remember that we need to fit into the horror genre. And so, yes, again, modernizing gameplay and combat, while still tricky, not horrible to be under that context. Confirmation that the game was designed for modern audiences comes in the wake of the game being accused of pushing a DEI agenda by working with video game consultancy Hit Detection. Those accusations were made following the game being showcased during the most recent Sony State of Play video at the end of May, where, of course, Mangalore specifically pointed out the change in the character. And you can see right here, it's actually learning the law at Mangalore. In my restless dreams, I see that town, Silent Hill 2, modern cheeseburger remake. You promised me you'd take me there again someday with a side of fries and a milkshake, but that day never came, the crimson chin. And then, of course, you just see how the character used to look and the modern day. So that's where the real accusation of modern daying it. You can say you're going to modernize it as far as the gameplay elements or the modern technology, but most of us with pattern recognition, this is the modern day we're talking about. DEI, ESG, ugging up all the women, making them look manly or androgynous, which it seems they are going to be doing. It's also getting criticisms for its voice acting. I'm not going to play these, but be your own judge. You can see they're apt available. Please tell me I'm not the only one who genuinely thinks that the voice acting is way worse now in Silent Hill 2 remake, especially for Angela, and then he has his comparisons. As for why the character of Angela was redesigned from the original game, speculation is due to the influence of game consultancy Hit Detection, which, of course, Bloober team has hired Sweet Baby Inc. 2.0 Hit Detection. It's not Sweet Baby Inc. 2.0. It's just another narrative consultancy company because Sweet Baby Inc. is still out there. Gamer X is still out there. Black Girl Gamers still out there. Plenty of grifting DEI narrative consultancy companies are still out there. So it's a sensitive consulting company for Silent Hill 2 remake. They don't want to offend the black people and the queers. That's basically what their rub is. Ever wonder why Maria looks so sanitized? Not spoiling the game, but it's over, bros. Pack your things. When they said modern audience, they mean it. And then, of course, there is their sensitivity. Team assesses the risk factors for depictions of characters from underrepresented groups, the UGs, themes, and potential community reactions. So, of course, Sensitivity reading is a big part of narrative consultancy companies, always was, always will be. Not only did Konami confirm that the game was being redesigned with the modern audience in mind, but the chief marketing officer, Anna Jasnaska, informed Dread XP that the company would be modernizing the game. She asked, was the team given free reign to put their own spin on things? Bloober team is amazing at its ability to transform the environment around the player, and I'm really hoping we get to see that put to use here. She responded, as aforementioned, we take a very safe approach to any changes. We remain faithful to the original title. Good. Nonetheless, are applying adjustments to certain areas where things need modernizing due to the passage of time. So you can get that. You can get exactly what they mean, even if they cage it in talking about technological ideas. Moreover, he said the setting of some events may change, but their impact on the story will remain the same. Even when new locations are introduced, we've sought to refer to the original whenever possible so that returning players will feel right at home when they venture out into the foggy streets of Silent Hill again. And as for the dialogue of the duo, the central characters from the original story, James and Maria, are the heart of our remake as well. Their emotional arcs have been preserved with great care being given to showcasing their emotions with motion capture technology. This allows us to employ show, don't tell techniques more often than not. Look, a lot of good things that I'm hearing from here. Unfortunately, your sensitivity reading and your narrative consultancy company, all of that makes me press X to doubt, along with most modern day anything. Let me know what you think of this. Did you have hope? Do you still have hope? I don't know. Either way, make sure to like, share, and sub if you have done that. Thank you. If you're gonna do that, thank you. And
well, bye.